welcome back to another video on my channel. Hope everyone's doing good, hope everyone is doing well. Today, a little bit of news regarding Algeria's potential, well maybe potential news regarding our two international friendlies coming up in September. As of course, if you don't know already, AFCON qualifiers postponed due to the tournament being delayed, which means the window's open for two friendlies between September 19 and September 27 for the Algerian national team. Well, for all national teams, really. Now, if you listen to the podcast, which please do if you haven't, check it out or listen to it on Spotify, you'll know that we spoke about Guinea and Ghana being two close games, very close to being agreed for Algeria to play, of course, against two African teams. And we spoke about how we can't really play a European team in September because of their Nations League games. Of course, they've got two Nations League games to play in 8 days, so very difficult to fit in a European nation friendly in September. So he said Ghana and Guinea were looking to play, and we'd have some sort of opening ceremony for Oran or Baraki maybe, and bring both teams to Algeria. Two good solid African teams, of course, and Ghana a team going to the World Cup as well. We've seen fresh reports in the past 24 hours. There could be a mega juicy game between Algeria and Brazil taking place next month. Now, I must stress, this is not confirmed. This is just talks. This is just negotiations. Now, you'll remember, well, I remember, I was 10 years old. Brazil played Algeria. I think Brazil won 2-0, and I think it was in Montpellier, if I remember correctly. What I do remember is we matched them for ages in that game, and Brazil had to bring on Ronaldinho, Kaká, someone else I can't remember, to beat us. They had like players out, sort of fringe players, like not even fringe players, like Robinho, Ilano. They couldn't beat us. They had to bring on literally Ronaldinho and Kaká to beat Algeria in Montpellier. So that was when I was 10, and now we could have another game. Now, of course, this hurts me because we were 10 seconds from playing Brazil in the group stages of the Qatar World Cup, because Brazil got Cameroon in their group. So it would have been Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Algeria, of course, which, you know, when you play a team in the World Cup, there's far more riding on it. But rumours Algeria and Brazil are in talks. Now, the reason for this isn't just random plucked from the air, there is substance. So Brazil was scheduled to play Argentina in a World Cup qualifier because both teams had that qualifier cancelled because of COVID. So that game had to be rescheduled to finish the qualification process off in CONMEBOL. And that game never happened until now. But they've finally agreed to write that game off. They finally realised after over a year that Brazil playing Argentina was utterly useless because both teams have already qualified for the World Cup regardless of win, draw or loss in that game. So Brazil-Argentina is now off. And Brazil don't really have any Nations League or stuff like that, looking for opponents now to play in a couple of friendlies. Now, of course, Brazil do have Cameroon in their group, and a way for Brazil to warm up playing Cameroon would be to be playing an African side in the form of Algeria, who recently just played Cameroon twice and went very close to them. In fact, you know, scored 2 goals each. Ultimately, we went out on away goals. So, anyway, so that's where the reports have emerged. Brazil are also looking at Tunisia, apparently as well. So Brazil looking at Tunisia and Algeria friendlies for that September period. The game would be in France. Not sure if in Lille again, but of course, like I said, I think he was in Montpellier last time, 15 years ago. Game would be in France, and we know Algerians would pack that stadium. I think French fans would pack it out regardless, with Brazil being there. You know, you're talking the likes of Neymar, Gabriel Jesus, Bobby Firmino, you know, just Thiago Silva, Alisson, Ederson, all these players. You know, Brazil aren't going to come to Algeria and play in Baraki. You know, if Neymar parked his Bugatti in Baraki, someone in Harash would probably steal it within seconds. So, no, this game would very much be in France, and, of course, a game that Algerians would be looking forward to. But the word on the street is that Jamel Belmadi is the reason this game won't happen. He doesn't want to play Brazil. Now, is he still hurt that he should be playing Brazil in the World Cup and it's now not happening, and for him to play Brazil in a friendly before the tournament is just not going to feel right? It's a what could have been. If we beat or draw Brazil, and we're thinking, oh man, imagine if we took that team to the World Cup, what we could have done, etc., etc. To be fair, I might feel like that a little bit. But is he just a 35-game unbeaten run merchant? I don't want to play Brazil because it's going to ruin our new unbeaten streak. We're already 3 unbeaten against Iran, Uganda and Tanzania. I don't know. Belmadi doesn't want to play Brazil for whatever reason. I don't know why. You think of the potential players coming in. You know, if you promote a game to Awar, to Adli, to Ait-Nouri, to Elise and say, we're playing Brazil, lads, they're going to be up for that. But Guinea and Ghana, I think, in my opinion, we're still just going to play Guinea and Ghana or a couple of African teams that are available, or maybe not even Ghana, because of course they've got to prepare for a World Cup. But I don't know. To play Brazil would be fantastic. Of course, Colombia was there around 3 years ago. That happened in France against a South American team. We beat them 3-0. And that was just before COVID. I still think COVID killed a lot of the Algerian team's momentum in terms of having delayed World Cup qualifiers, the players a year older, and having to defend the AFCON title later than planned. So that was a big blow. Brazil would be a great game to test where we are. But Algeria right now need to build a new team. We don't need to test the team against the best. Okay, if we qualified for the World Cup, I'd get it. We need to build a team to go into AFCON 24, January 24, to try and win that tournament. And you do that by testing new players and building new players and getting new players and seeing what they can do against the lesser nations, so you bed them in. Not playing Brazil, getting spanked, and then scaring players off thinking, oh, I don't want to play for them. But, of course, on paper, it's a fantastic matchup. The yellow-blue Brazil strip, the green-white Algeria strip. You know, it would just be fantastic. All the samba dancing against the Fez drum bangers, it would just be fantastic from a spectacle point of view. But I just think Algeria would give it all. When they play a big team, they give it all. When they played Argentina, they gave it all. Even that Brazil game, like I said, they had to bring on Ronaldinho, Kaká, players like that. Of course, the Germany game in extra time, the AFCON final. But will it happen? Will it? According to what we're hearing, it's Belmadi that doesn't want to do this game. Why would Belmadi not want to play Brazil? And if so, probably see the Brazil end up playing the Tunisians, or maybe both. But we'll see. But anyway, I just want to bring this news to you that Brazil might play Algeria next month. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you like to see this fixture? Would it make you feel better about not qualifying, or would it rub salt in the wounds? But thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Like I say, check out the podcast for a lot of other topics. And inshallah, I'll see you next time.